Billion Oyster Project is an ecosystem restoration project that's designed to restore 1 billion live oysters to New York Harbor through public education initiatives. New York Harbor was really known as this oyster-centric city. It was a food that was eaten by rich people, poor people, everyone. And they were a key feature of the harbor. We have really depended on pro bono support and involving the community in really all aspects of our work. And then specifically in my work, I've needed pro bono support to do back-end software development. And so when I saw that there was this opportunity that Bloomberg gave us to have a data scientist come and help me think through things and help do some of the coding, it was a really exciting opportunity.
I'm a Ph.D. student in computer science and computational biology at Princeton University. So I've been talking a lot with Heather about the digital platform. Kids go out, to these oyster research stations and they take down the data and then they'll enter the data onto the digital platform. So, we have measurements of how the oysters are growing over time and measurements of water quality and temperature and all these different factors from these research stations. Then you can try to figure out, is this a location that oysters are able to thrive in? Are they able to grow here?
It's just so beneficial to have Rebecca's eye when it comes to, okay, what kind of data do we visualize? How do we visualize it? Even just down to the discrete level of, do we do a line graph or like a bar graph? One of the big challenges for us is to figure out what kind of structures we need to use to restore oysters, which places are the best spots, where we can put oysters so that the larvae will be distributed throughout the harbor. Oysters will ultimately help restore the health of the harbor, but we're still in this kind of in-between period where we get times where there's no oxygen in the water, or there's not enough food for the oysters, or there's like a whole host of other figures that can affect their health.
One thing that was missing from the digital platform in its current form was, how to visualize the data. So I was trying to make that be sort of easier for kids and anyone else that is really going onto this platform, so that you can go on, you can access the data, you can select sort of variables that you want to visualize, and then you can look for like interesting correlations. For example, like how are the oysters growing over time? Are they increasing in size over time? Are they decreasing? That could indicate whether this is a good location for oysters to grow, and being able to visualize that directly on the platform is going to get kids interested and able to explore the data more. And also we want to get kids to use this as a method to sort of learn something about math, about data analysis. So we're also incorporating, how do you learn about statistics from this analysis?
It really gives kids this tactile, hands-on experience with what's under the harbor. They pull an oyster cage up and it's full of crabs and shrimp and fish. There's like a wealth of living organisms in New York Harbor that you would just never know walking around the city, and giving kids this experience to handle living creatures and to take care of them and to feel like they are doing the work to safeguard the health of these creatures in the harbor is so important to them. And as someone coming from a teaching background, it's so valuable to do what we call inquiry-based pedagogy. So the idea is that by kids asking and answering their own questions, they learn better and their learning is that much more meaningful.